Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name's Katie, and I was shopping at Target today, like I often am, and saw that they had some new diamond painting kits. Target's crafting line is called Mondo Llama, and they've had the same two gem by number is what they call them, diamond painting kits for a few years at this point. And so I just was looking for school supplies for my kids, happened to be walking down the craft aisle and saw, oh, those are some new diamond paintings. They still have the old ones, which are like night sky style ones. I unboxed them forever ago on my channel. But these ones are a little different and they're like very bright and happy and cheery. So I grabbed these. And then I also grabbed this from the kids section. Price point wise, these were each $17. I'm a little skeptical on this price point, but we're going to open it up and take a look. We'll see what we think. This one, that's like two cute little kids cards, this was $5. So in my opinion, kind of a big price difference. So we're going to open this up, see what we think of the value on these versus the price point, and just see what all Target has to offer with their kits. Now, this is really interesting to me because I feel like these kits have the potential to be someone's introduction into the diamond painting as a craft, into diamond painting as a craft. And so I'm trying to look at this through the lens of like the eyes of someone that is just walking through the craft aisle looking for something new to try and sees these. How accessible is it going to feel? Is it going to feel beginner friendly, or is it going to feel like they're just going to do this and be like, this isn't, for me. And I don't know. So I'm going to try to look at it with that kind of perspective. And I'll be curious to hear your thoughts as well, especially if you're newer to the craft, and super bonus if you discover diamond painting through one of these kits. You'll have to let me know. Okay, let's start with this one over here, and we're gonna go through all the features because I just want to treat this like I do all of my diamond painting unboxings, which subscribe if you want to see lots more of those. So they put not just the image of the artwork on the front, but actually give you an idea of where the diamonds are gonna go. So this is definitely what we would call, in other diamond painting terms, a partial diamond painting. So some of the artwork doesn't have diamonds on it and some of it does. It looks like it's going to be a freestyle grid, so as opposed to a really strict, like straight lines on, going both ways on a regular diamond painting. This is more going to be just like you're going to place to fit the artwork, not really going to be probably doing any multi-placing. So they put, looks like we're going to have your standard basic toolkit, this classic plastic green tray, classic plastic pink pen, and say poster, gem tools, and more included. Makes one kit non-toxic, and they call these gem by number. Diamond painting is such a, honestly, it is kind of an awkward term, if I'm being honest with you. When I started diamond painting, I was like, what do I call this? Like diamond dotting, diamond art. It sounds like you're taking actual diamonds and painting on them when you say diamond painting, but I feel like that's kind of become a more widely accepted term. But it's fun that they're like gem by number. I mean, it gets the point across. So, okay. On the back, stick it, place gems by number to bring the pattern to life, display it, give your space a nice artistic touch. And here's their Mondo Llama brand. 10 gemstone packets, tray, jewel setter, pen, wax putty, square, wax putty square, gem art sheet, and instruction sheet. Make with Mondo Llama at Target.com. I wonder if they have like videos. If you're looking for a beginner video, by the way, I'll have some diamond painting for beginners videos linked below in the description box. Hopefully some helpful how-tos. My goodness, words are difficult for me today. But hopefully that'll help you get started if you're newer to the craft and looking for some tips. Okay, so opening this up. All right, so everything is just kind of loose in here. We don't have any extra inside bags or anything. Okay, this is truly your most classic basic of toolkits. If you're getting a kit from Amazon or something like that, often if it's unlicensed, this is most likely the kind of toolkit you're going to get. It's fine. This is the kind of toolkit I started with my very first diamond painting, was unlicensed kit from Amazon. It gets the job done. It can get you into the craft. So you have a basic pink pen, single placer on one end. This one comes with, it looks like a 3-placer on the other. This is, let me open this up, my newbie friends, just because this part's important in particular. This, they called wax putty. There's no putty in this. This looks like it's just your standard pink wax, but there's a clear plastic film on here. You want to peel that back before you try to load up your pen. It's on either side. So many a beginning diamond painter starts out and then gets to this wax square and is like, I can't get the wax in my pen. It's because there is that plastic little film there. Classic green tray. It is pretty small, not really a spout on it, but again, new to the craft, it can work. It can work. It's how I started 5 years ago. And then we'll look at the diamonds in a minute. Let's look at this canvas first, though. Okay. Oh, instruction sheet. Okay. So how do they kind of describe this to us? Floral Tulips is the name. It didn't say that on the outside of the box, but Floral Tulips is this one. Instructions: create sparkling decor. You guys can pause and read if you're interested. Gemming is what they're calling this on here. Art sheet, first peel back the film. Okay. Gem setter on the dome side of the... You know what? These are helpful things. Here, tap and shift the tray to flip them back over. That's a good one. You can shift the diamonds around, and then you can hang it up. Okay, you know what? That's great. That's really great. Gem color guide. Okay, so you can match with the diamonds to here. Yeah, we'll look at those closer in a second. And get in the gem zone. This is so precious. Okay, prep your gemming tool. Them calling it the gem. Gem everything is really cute to me. If you take a break from gemming, cover the adhesive square with the film. Not a bad idea. Okay. And there's this. I know I kind of went out of order. But, okay. Yeah, no, I'm here for it. Looks like, okay, this kit must have come out in December of 2024. Goes to show how often I go down the crafting aisle and notice new things. So this canvas material. Okay, so they put the unit number on the back. It's nice it's not on the front because that makes it a little bit more frame ready. They do have this legend at the top. Oh, and you can see this kind of through here. Probably what I would do, I would guess that nail polish remover would take this off, but please be careful because you might get into like this line right here. But I'm just thinking if you want to just hang it and don't want this, you could use nail polish remover like acetone to take that off. I wonder if it would work on the back too. This is pretty thin. This is a really thin material. This is like that oilcloth kind of material. I don't think they said what the name of the material was on the box, but it is thin. It's pretty floppy, but you know what? Like it's laying flat pretty well. I'm not mad. It's laying flat pretty quickly and easily there. So I'll take it. Size wise, I don't think it didn't give you the dimensions on the box, and I didn't see the dimensions on the instruction sheet. So just in case you guys were curious, I'm just going to measure the image, like that pink border. It's 40.5 centimeters left to right. And then this way, 50.5 centimeters. So 40 by 50-ish, which is like, you know, a good size, like kind of a medium size in my head, on the small side of medium maybe. And a lot of this canvas doesn't have diamonds on it. So the leaves, it's like the diamonds are going to be the highlight of it, which is fun. That's a pretty thin plastic film. You peel it back, there's just going to be glue. Okay, so it's not just glue. Sometimes when they do these, there'll be just glue on the individual dots, but they just did a whole section of glue all through here. So my thoughts on this, because when you go to put diamonds down on these, that is a sticky, it's poured glue. That is really sticky. Is you're going to have a fair amount of glue exposed around the diamonds. Beginners aren't probably going to do this, but because I just don't think they might take it that seriously, you know, they might just be like, it's not a big deal. I would probably grab some sealer and just do a light coat of sealant over it. Otherwise, I'm imagining that around these diamonds, there's going to be enough glue that's going to grab dust and dirt. So if you're hanging it, I would probably seal it. Now, that symbol, thank goodness there's not too many symbols on this because this is really hard to read. I appreciate that, I don't know, like, there's not going to be any white, like bright light colors showing around the dark green diamonds when they're down, but it's hard to read, but I feel like it's maybe not a huge deal because there's only one green color in this whole thing. So I think that that's workable. There's a few different shades of pink and kind of a coral color, and those are all pretty easy to read. Then we have some yellow colors down here in the vase. Some of these you could grab a multi-placer kind of, but they're spaced far enough apart. I don't know. I'm not sure. But then in the leaves, they're kind of close together. So you'll have to let me know. Would you of these you can multi-place? I love using multi-placer. It just makes things go so much faster. So this is clearly printed in all the symbols except for that dark green color, which is what it is. Drills wise, let's take a peek. Let's see if I can guess what these diamonds are made of. My guess is generally with kits like this, acrylic is often how it's going to be. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yikes. Okay, so I don't love that that's something I just saw immediately and I just lost it in the mix, but let me zoom you in a second. Let me see if I can find another one to show you. Yeah, I would put money on that these are made of acrylic. And the reason that I really think that is because one of the first drills I saw in here had a big bunch of extra, like, it's like there was the base of the diamond and then there was like some pooled bits around it. And that could be kind of a pain when you're placing. You can see it on this diamond right here. There you go. Oh, wait, no, that's the back of another diamond. Is it? Yeah, okay, it's back of another diamond. But I saw it on one, but I guess I don't see it on as many of the others. So maybe we're okay. These look acrylics. I am okay with acrylic diamonds. Typically, if it's round drills, if it's square drills, I want nothing to do with acrylic. Diamonds could typically either be made of resin or acrylic. Resin is typically higher quality and you run into fewer issues in terms of that extra kind of trashy bit sticking out around the edges. But with rounds, and especially on a grid like this where it is kind of a freestyle grid, you have more space to work with here. These have little pinpricks on the bottom that make me go, are these acrylic? I don't know, they look like it. They have kind of they just have a look to them. But anyway, that doesn't really matter that much. Let me show you on the front of these because this is helpful. So on the fronts of these bags, they have put these numbers, which will correspond to the legend number as well as the symbol. So we have 2 bags of number 1, which is going to be this symbol right here. That's a number 1 on it. Now, you know, these numbers, those might very well be the DMC code, actually. 3770. Yeah, this might be a DMC code, which could be kind of handy. I don't know what the minus is. But I think this probably corresponds with one of the numbers they gave it, maybe? I don't, maybe not. So I don't really know what these are. Probably if you had a problem with your kit, those would be the numbers that they would refer to maybe see like what machine it came from or something. But the important thing is you want this number up here at the top left is going to be it's going to correspond with the symbol. And I think this is the DMC code, which is handy. I would not have expected them to include a DMC code on these diamonds. I'm not mad about it though. Now, I have not actually done a Mondo Llama kit to see if they typically give you lots of extra. And I don't know what would happen if you didn't have enough. Like, do they have a guarantee? I feel like if nothing else, you could return the kit because if you have the receipt and everything and it's like, well, I didn't have enough to complete this, I feel like Target would probably accept that return. I don't work at Target. I can't tell you this for sure. I used to work at Target like 15 years ago, but I don't know what their current return policy is. I just know like if you came in and were like, there wasn't enough of the materials to complete this, I feel like they would take a return. But that's not necessarily helpful if you're like, I'm so close to finishing it and I just want to finish it and hang it. I don't know. I'll tell you this. If you aren't able to get replacements from Target, there are websites like Diamond Drills USA, diamondpaintingdrills.com. There's a few different places where you can get extra diamonds. There's even some Facebook groups like I think DAC Share the Love is one where sometimes people will just mail out, like if you can post in there if you need a particular DMC code, and if people have extras, they can, you know, help you out with that. But anyway, the name of this one again, this was Floral Tulips, and this is our first Mondo Llama kit from Target. I keep almost saying Diamond Art Club instead of Target. It's very possible that I have said Diamond Art Club already in this video, and apologies if that's the case. I don't know why. That's what I'm thinking of. But let's go on to, oh, are there crystals in this kit? Okay. This is really cute. This is super cute. So this next kit, I don't see the name of it on this box, but it's interesting. Parts of this, unlike the other one, yeah, this one, it's the completed image with all the drills down, but on this one, they left sections where there's just the symbols, and I wonder, I assume that's on purpose, so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. This one's really cute. Let's see what the name of it is. Everything otherwise looks identical. Oh, there's the image. Interesting. This one, it's like they have a different part of it completed compared to the rest. The color difference there is kind of throwing me off because there's this change from these really dark colors to these really light ones. So I wonder if there's just like a slight discrepancy in the colors between the drills and the symbols on the canvas. Interesting. And that's the case with some different companies. That happens a lot with Diamond Dots kits and Make Market kits. So it's not like a huge deal. Just an observation. It looks like this is going to be pretty similar to the other kit. This one they're calling Coquette cherries, like cute cherries. This one we have some letters in the mix. There's more colors in this one. 14 colors in total, but everything else looks identical as far as your how-tos and whatnot. They include specifically the image of this artwork though, which is fun. So this is very specific. Create sweet decor. What did the other ones say? The other one said create sparkling decor. This one says create sweet decor. That's charming to me that they modified the instructions and stuff just enough to kind of match the vibe of the artwork. That's really cute. Okay, same toolkit though. Basics, which is, again, we're all good. That's fine. And same setup here as far as we have our legend up there. Little model number and stuff on the back. And then the front, this looks like it's the same size as well, like 40-ish by 50-ish. And this one is more like the image. I don't know. We have less of what we had going on in the other one, where in this one there were a lot of areas of the image that there weren't diamonds, but it looks like pretty much where there is artwork, this is going to have diamonds on it. Now, yeah, that is pretty light. The camera is always going to give more detail to things like this than are happening in person. That, again, as long as we don't have another color with a similar symbol, you'll be okay. But I just know some people are going to be like, I just cannot see that. So that letter D, that's a light color. It's a really light color. And then we have this number 8, which kind of goes through some different colors, which is interesting, but it's the same like drill color all through there. And then we have kind of the bow and the other parts of the cake. The other symbols seem to be fine to read. No issues there. This is also a freestyle grid. So not your strict traditional diamond painting grid. We were talking about this is following curves. It's kind of just, you're filling in the space. Same deal with the plastic cover, which is pretty thin. Poured glue covering the whole image area. So maybe seal it when it's done if you're going to be displaying it. And same material, this kind of oilcloth type material, real floppy and all that. Drills wise, there are crystals in this one. So we have our batch of standard drill colors, again with multiple bags of some. Yeah, 3865, that is a DMC code. Symbol on the left part of the bag, some ivory colors, lots of shades of pinks here. Okay, I thought I had torn a bag by accident. And of course some purple, so pink and purple fans. Here you go. Now we get into, we do have some that are letters. We have like the letter A. Do we not have a letter B? Nope, they skipped that. You know what? That's smart because the letter B and the number 8 often will look too similar. So that was smart moves. D and then F is our crystal color. Okay, so these have a mirror backing that is going to cover up the symbol, which these crystals are in these sparkles. It's really cute. That mirror backing covers up the symbol, and then we have this clear crystal-y effect all throughout the rest of those diamonds. So that's really, really, really sparkly. Those look really great. It's fun when there's a newer, like a kind of beginner friendly like in-store kit like this that turns around and has special drills in it. Michaels does it with some of their make market kits. I'm trying to remember if any of the other Mondo Llama kits had ABs in them. I don't remember off the top of my head. It has been a while since I've opened those up, but it's very possible that they did. So this one, it was a Coquette cherries is the name of this one. So we had Coquette cherries and then floral tulips. Those are our 2 new like full-size diamond paintings that Mondo Llama at Target now has in their crafting aisle. Now these were not in the seasonal section. They were actually in like the standard crafting area, not on an end cap. So that makes me think that these are here to stay, especially if they've been in store. They have December 2024 marked on them, and right now it's August of 2025. I think that these are going to maybe be like those night sky ones and be longer term fixtures, of course, depending on whenever Target decides to change up their inventory. But that's just my guess. These were available on the website to order as well. So I'll link to them directly if you want to take a look. Now we're going to take a look at this gem by number kit that was in the kids section. This, I am pretty sure, has been around for a few years. I don't think I've ever unboxed it on my channel. I'm like, wait, have I? But this one is really, really, really cute and really similar. It looks like in kind of style with the freestyle diamonds. We have like, you know, the numbers and stuff on here and toolkits, ages 6 and up. So we're going to take a look at this. Could be a really good intro to this craft for kiddos to see if it's something they enjoy. Target also often does seasonal kid gem by number diamond painting kits. So on the back, it's kind of got a lot of the same, you know, prep it, stick it. We're included 2 pre-printed pieces of cardboard. They give you the dimensions on these. They're each 16 by 22 centimeters. That's a good size. 2 pens, 2 trays, 2 wax, and diamonds and instructions. So they're giving you double toolkits. And I'm still kind of, the logic isn't logicking to me as far as this being $5. Like it was $5, right? I remember when I picked it up in the store, I was like, this is $5 in total. This comes with all the 2 cards, the 2 tool kits and everything. But then these kits were $17 each. Okay. I mean, I'm not making the pricing decisions at Target, but that just seems strange to me. Oh, those are big. Okay. Oh, so these are like, oh, okay. My eyes were playing tricks on me and taking this as an optical illusion. I thought these were going to be much smaller, and I was imagining that these diamonds were going to be the same size as the diamonds on here. They're not. I'll show you side by side in a second, but start with this. So Kids Gem Art Kit. Here's your instructions before you begin. Here's how you prep. Okay, so they've done this with some of their seasonal kits. They will individually pack the different things with their own toolkits and diamonds. Okay. And they kind of explain it all. There's a gem code printed on the character base. Follow the gem code on the base to pick up the corresponding colored gems. Okay, and here's all your steps written out. 2022. Yeah, this has been at Target for a minute. It's been at Target for a minute. Okay, so let's take a look at our unicorn friend first. So you can already see side by side the size of these symbols next to each other. These are like twice as big, 3 times as big. They're much bigger. And these look like let me open it up first. See, these look like they just have glue. Like they almost have like giant glue dots in the areas that these are supposed to go. Try to open this up carefully so I can seal it back up to put it back in the box easier without having to mix up the trays and stuff. Then again, I could just hand these to my kids tomorrow and be like, here you go, have at it. All right. Definitely a benefit to them being individually packaged, because then it's like, you know, if you have it for kids to work on, it's like you just pick the one, you take the pack, and it has everything you need in it. All right, so this big old tray here. So instead of your standard diamond painting, like the green trays that came with the other ones, instead we have just this little giant plastic tray, which makes sense with the bigger diamond sizes. The pen and the wax, same situation. This is a bigger plate of wax for sure. There is yes, there it is. That plastic film on there, you want to make sure you peel back. And then the gem bags, are these like resealable? That is handy. You don't have to cut these open. So each of these has a number on them or a letter. It's like 3, 4. I think I saw the letter A for this one. And these, I mean, you might, for sake of ease, want to get some little resealable bags. But how well will this seal back up? Is it still sticky once I open it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so if you wanted to reseal these back up, it feels like you can. We have these big diamonds. By comparison, okay, kids one on the right. The other diamond paintings are on the left. Much, much, much bigger diamonds, gems. So another thing that makes them very kid-friendly is that they are that much bigger. It's easier for them to kind of aim and pick up. Lots of surface area on the tops of these diamonds with the facets for the pen to grab. Just overall, much more kid-friendly. So this unicorn has this handful of colors in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when you grab the sheet itself, we do have a little legend down here. This is like a cardboard, like a thick cardstock. I don't know what that is. That feels like the wax kind of got onto it actually. Little thing down here. It's a thick plastic cover. And again, these look like individual, almost glued dots, as opposed to the other kits where it was, remember I mentioned it was like, if this were on the other kit, the whole cloud would just be a whole thing of glue. This is gonna, I feel like, be more kid-friendly because it's like they just aim for the big dot, set it in the glue, and then you're good to go. These are pretty easy to read. Even that letter A on the dark background, it's not hard to read in person. This is really cute. So we have this cute unicorn kit. And then this cute rainbow cloud kit too, which is going to have the same kinds of features. Looks like we have really similar color palette too. I'm not going to open this just because you guys get the idea. But I'm curious to see, do they have it? Yeah, they do have it completed on here, at least the rainbow cloud one. So you can see how it's going to look completed. And that looks really cute. Even how they charted it with like their eyes and stuff. It's like, it's really clear. You can see what it is. That's really adorable. Love the pastel rainbow. They missed one. I'm sorry, Target. I'm judging a tiny bit. But you're gonna have this one be complete, like finish the whole thing. Like let this one be kind of a mix. Like there's a lot that aren't completed, but that's just funny. There's just one solitary single dot, one symbol that didn't get filled in there. These are really cute. Like I said, they are big. They're definitely bigger in size. And I wonder, let's see, in inches, we're talking, that's almost 9 inches by 7. So 7 by 9, that's not really a standard frame size, but 22.5 centimeters, 17 centimeters, like on the nose. So if you're wanting to, I don't know, frame this, I feel like you could just set it like a cute little like shelf setup or something, or just slap like a little command strip on the back, or heck, just a little bit of putty, and you could put it on the wall. I think that would be really, really, really cute. So yes, that is the kids gem art set, and $5, really not bad. I wonder how much of it is because they are bigger diamonds, and so there's technically fewer of them. I don't know. I would love to be like a fly on the wall of some of these. Whoever's making decisions being like, we're going to go with this. Anyway, so those are these 3 Mondo Llama kits from Target that you're actually able to get in store. And like I said, these were $17 US, and this one was $5 US. You know, Target, they run sales sometimes. Get a red card, you got 5% off. Like, you're going to be able to get away with not paying like totally full price. I think in the app, some of their Mondo Llama stuff was buy one, get one 50% off. So you could bring that price point down. I am torn. $5, yes, value is there in my opinion for the kids set. $17 for these, I don't know. So there's the benefit of being able to get them in store, like walk in, pick something up that day, which there's not a lot of places that you can get diamond painting kits anymore in store, like R.I.P. Joann's. Like it's basically, we have Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Target. Walmart has some diamond dot stuff. Like there's just not a ton of places, and there's not a huge selection. So on one hand, I'm like, well, at least you get to get them in store. But I'm also on the other hand like, but $17? Do I feel like that's worth it? I mean, okay, they're big, right? 40 by 50-ish centimeters. That's a good size. And when it comes to licensing, when you're buying something in store, like from Target, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, diamonds, when you're in store, I feel like there's a certain level of vetting that has gone on that you can be reasonably confident that these are above board in terms of licensing with artwork. I'm not an expert, but that's just from what I have researched and from what I do understand, that is a relatively safe assumption to make. So we're talking about licensed artwork, $17, 40 by 50-ish centimeters. They're partials. They're not like, it's not like a 40 by 50 full drill canvas. So, you know, half of these really don't have drills on them, especially this one. But you're getting something that is pretty display ready. And, you know, especially this one, I feel like it looks pretty good. Okay? I feel like it looks pretty good. I like the plant one better than the cake one. The crystals in the cake one are really cute though. So I think your mileage may vary as far as I'm dying to hear what you guys think. Do you feel like this price point is right for these kids? Are you like overpriced, underpriced, or no, this is right? I'm going to definitely say $5 for the kids kit though. Like to me, that's a no-brainer. Like that's a great price point, especially for a kids craft. Like, yes, please, I'll grab that. Give my kids something to do during the summer that's not screens, and we're great. $5. Awesome. If they hate it, not a big deal. I only spent $5 on it. But these, I don't know. And if you're newer to diamond painting, how do you feel about a project like one of these? Does this feel very easy and accessible? Or is it like, it's still just a little, I wish it did this differently or something like that. So let me know in the comments what you think. I will have all these linked below. I'm not affiliated. Heck, I would love to be affiliated with Target. Who wouldn't? But I bought these when I was in the store earlier today, and any links you see below are just store links. So, but thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting a look at these new Target kits, or at least new to me. And I'm, like I said, looking forward to reading what your thoughts are in the comments below. Now, please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I try to do unboxings from a variety of different companies, as well as review different companies. I should do a Mondo Llama kit at some point to review with you guys and give my feedback and thoughts on actually working on a kit. So maybe I'll try to do that. Maybe I'll grab one of these and see about actually doing one. But that's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are doing very well and that you have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.